What's wrong?
It's him. Malgus. He's almost here. I can sense him. He's coming to Dantooine.
Aaron Lanier. I understand you have quite a story to tell.
Hello again, my friend. Please forgive me for putting this all together on such short notice, but it was too important to wait.
Glad to see things are going so well around here.
Arn, I'm surprised you're here without Tao.
She wanted to be here, but she was called away at the last second to assist some civilians on Balmora. She said to keep an eye on me.
Is your training going well?
It's fantastic. I'm learning so much. I think I finally hit my stride.
We really should get on with the meeting. We don't have a second to waste.
If we're discussing Task Force Nova business, shouldn't we wait for General Daerun?
He's occupied elsewhere, but I've let him know everything that I'm about to tell you. This is Aaron Lanier. Master Satil connected us. She had interesting news to share.
The Aaron Lanier? You faced Malgus at the sacking of Coruscant and lived to tell about it. It's an honor to meet you.
How many times have you walked away from Malgus? We could start a club.
I'll bring the drinks.
Aaron lives on Dantooine. There's an abandoned Jedi enclave there with an untold number of ancient relics and artifacts. It would spell disaster if they fell into the wrong hands. Unfortunately for us, Darth Malgus just walked right into those ruins.
Malgus? Are you sure? Nobody's seen him since the Meridian Complex.
I'm sure. I sensed Malgus before he even set foot on our soil, and I saw him. I followed him right into the Enclave.
Is Malgus still on Dantooine?
I couldn't tell you. I didn't hang around there for long. Something felt very different about him. There was no way I could face him on my own. I'm not ashamed to admit I'm not the fighter I once was, but Malgus, it's like he's just as powerful as the last time I saw him. More powerful, even. Someone more capable needed to know what was happening, so I ran before he could figure out I was following him. Packed up my family and went straight to Master Satil.
Dantooine is the last place I expected Malgus to show his face.
We need to figure out why Malgus chose Dantooine, and for what. Master Nosteral, how do we handle this?
General Daerun is on standby. He's ready to deploy military reinforcements, if necessary. But he and I agree that we should keep this quiet. We don't want to cause a panic on Dantooine, or let the Empire get wind of what's happened.
What are you suggesting?
Search the Enclave and find out what Malgus was doing there. Arn has studied those ruins before. He can back you up.
Were you listening to anything I just said? It'll take more than 2 Jedi to bring Malgus down.
When these two faced Malgus on Corellia, they nearly defeated him for good. If Malgus is still in those ruins, they'll be ready for him.
Are you sure about this, Arn? Can you handle it?
We have to do something, and I can't just let you go in there alone.
If you're determined to do this by yourself, at least let me get you to Dantooine and point you in the right direction once we've landed. I'll be waiting by the shuttle.
I'm glad she's offered to help. She knows Dantooine and Malgus, and she'll do whatever it takes to ensure her family's safety. But remember, Aaron Lanier was once a Jedi, but she is no longer part of the Order. Her only responsibility should be getting you there and back safely.
I'll keep that in mind.
We should get going. We wait too long, and I doubt there will be anything to find in the Enclave.
We're almost to Dantooine, shouldn't be much longer.
You said that you could sense Malgus, even before he landed. How is that possible?
The day he and I fought on Coruscant, I could feel his rage and disgust with every attack. It was like nothing I'd ever felt before. It was suffocating. It's not something you forget. I'd know his presence anywhere.
I know what you mean.
And it's not something I ever wanted to feel again, but here we are. I'm sure Master Nostoral told you about my past. I can't say I'm happy to be involved in Jedi business again, but if that's what it takes to keep my family safe.
I understand.
Setting us down away from the ruins. Don't want to draw any unwanted attention.
What were you saying about unwanted attention?
Unbelievable! How in blazes did the Empire find out about this?
By doing something shameless, I'm sure.
Stick to the plan. Empire or no, we need to get in there and look for Malgus's trail.
I don't think walking through the front door is gonna work.
I can show you a way in.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. You still want to do this quietly. A lot of people salvage things from the Enclave ruins to get by. It's not a very well-kept secret, and the government frowns on it. The scavengers build hidden access tunnels. We find one, we get in. Hopefully without too much resistance.
It's a good thing you're here. I appreciate the backup.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one.
What was that thing?
A Grawl. Biggest one I've ever seen.
What's wrong?
When I followed Malgus down here, I walked right through these tunnels without any problems. Sure, I saw a few creatures here and there, but they left me alone. They didn't attack like this. Whatever Malgus has done in here, it sure seems like he's gotten everything riled up.
Why would Malgus stir these things up while he's in the ruins?
I'm not sure he meant to. The Force feels so unnatural here. These halls have seen so much pain and suffering, it echoes through the Force. It wouldn't surprise me if Malgus did something to tip the balance.
Did you say pain and suffering?
That's putting it mildly. Betrayal, murder. The Sith were ruthless when they destroyed the Enclave. So many senseless deaths.
She's right. And things weren't exactly ideal before the Sith came. The Jedi here could alter a person's memories if they thought someone was susceptible to dark side corruption. They could wipe minds altogether. Maybe worse. No one knows what these Jedi were fully capable of. Not even Master Nostoral.
It's too bad we can't learn more from them. The Republic could use tactics like that.
Then we'd be no better than the Empire.
All right, enough. We're wasting time. We're on the right track. Let's keep moving.
Thing I can do, fighting till the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting close.
Excuse me for a moment. There are insects I need to crush. If only you understood the error you've just made. I almost feel sorry for you.
I've heard much worse from Sith more dangerous than you.
If they let you walk away, how dangerous could they have been? Your meddling stops here, worm.
Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you.
If you know where these tunnels lead, tell us.
Nautilus? Oh, it's you. When Zillus said there were insects, this is not what I expected. Colonel Gola, Imperial Reclamation Service. As you're answering a hollow frequency that belongs to my team, I can only assume they're all dead.
I'm sorry, but we've captured your Sith friend.
So I see. What will it take for you to return her to me, alive?
Come to my location and turn yourself in. It's the only way to save both your lives.
I'm not entertaining this foolishness. You wasted enough of my time. Oh, and I'd advise turning back. You won't find what you're looking for. It's too late.
Her wounds are bad. She won't make it. Not like she'd help us anyway.
You don't have to die down here. Help us find Malgus.
Death is far more desirable, worm.
What a waste.
Keep moving. We need to figure out which way to go.
I don't think I made it this far when I was following Malgus.
Then which way do we go?
Should we split up?
No. Just give me a minute. Here. Malgus went this way.
How do you know?
Because I feel his presence most strongly here.
Does that mean he's nearby?
Not necessarily. Remember what I said about how the terrible things that happened here left echoes in the Force? Those feelings of pain and trauma are almost like imprints. Anyone who comes through here now, even Malgus, continues to leave those imprints. And I can feel them.
Why don't I sense them?
Force empathy. I've experienced it for as long as I can remember. I've always been almost overwhelmed by other people's feelings and emotions. Little things like time and distance don't do much to stop it either.
Does Malgus know this? Could he be manipulating these imprints, knowing that you were our only lead?
I don't know. I hadn't thought about it.
Well, all we can do now is follow this tunnel or turn back.
We go forward. But let's be careful.
Feeling like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's mine to choose. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove. This could be the day I die for you. Don't let it be the day.
Doesn't look like there's any other way forward.
Look at this door. Whatever the Jedi kept in here, they didn't want anyone seeing it.
Too bad for them, because judging from these lightsaber burns, someone got inside. Recently.
Then let's see what's in here. Stop right there.
Did you do this? Weren't these people on your side?
Don't be stupid. They were dead when I found this room. Such a shame. If only Lord Malgus could have found any semblance of concern for the Empire, he might have spared my people.
You think Malgus did this?
Don't tell me you're surprised. I knew Malgus was looking for something to break the ties that bound him to Empress Asina, but I never dreamed he would go this far.
What do you mean?
He was controlled by our Empress, compelled to carry out her orders. Malgus wanted to destroy those chains at any cost, even if it meant killing loyal servants of the Empire. Malgus is nothing like the mighty Sith I have served and admired. Noble heroes like those I've known seem to be a dying breed. I've seen many strange and terrible things in the Reclamation Service, but one thing is always consistent. Those who wield the Force will go to any lengths for power. The atrocities that happened centuries ago in these very halls are proof of that. Your kind will never be satisfied. And the rest of us will pay the price.
That's not true!
Hold on. Something's not right. Let's go, before we find out what it is. Forget about him. He's not who we came for.
I have faced things you couldn't fathom in your wildest nightmares. Nothing you threaten me with can scare me away from my duty. But if you wish to abandon your foolish efforts, I could be persuaded to give you a head start.
Leave while you can. This is your only warning.
I'm afraid that's not an option for me. Or for you. For the Empire!
What do you see before it's over? Blinded flashes getting closer, sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day I die for you.
This can't be the end.
I told you to go, but you wouldn't listen.
True enough.
No!
What's wrong?
Whatever it was I felt earlier, it's happening again if we don't... Commander!
Your friends can't hear you. If you were truly in the presence of Darth Malgus, you would have been dead before you drew your shameful excuse for a lightsaber.
Why are you doing this? Where is everyone?
I am not doing anything. Everything you see is because of you, Aaron Lanier. I remember how the Jedi were awed by your ability to feel emotion through the Force. I never imagined you were powerful enough to glimpse an imprint left behind by someone's presence.
Left behind? Why would you leave something we could use to track you down? Getting sloppy in your old age?
Use whatever you like. I hope you succeed in finding me. It will be the last thing you ever accomplish. I've done something no other Sith could achieve. I've broken my chains. No one can stop me. Not the Republic, not the Empire, not you.
Maybe I can't stop you, but you are not invincible.
Perhaps not. But you won't be able to put your theory to the test. Do you really think you're the only one who saw me come here? There were many who did. I made sure of that. But you were the only one who did what I wanted. You brought the Alliance commander to these ruins. A shame that your reward is to die with him. I would have much preferred to kill you in person. I did give my word.
Lanier, what are you...
Go! Now! Or we all die!
What are you